Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Next Level Her podcast. I'm your girl, Pauline, and this is the space where real journeys, real growth, and real you come to life, the spiritual and the personal. Today's topic is He Got This. Yes. So I want to share an experience I had with you guys. As y'all can hear, my voice is practically gone, almost gone. But I still want to show up for you guys because y'all know, I know you guys depend on an episode every week. This weekend, I had the amazing Locpreneur Experience seminar that took place the end of March. And y'all, when I say I am so full, I am full. I am so full. And the reason why I named this podcast episode, He Got This, it's because so many things were happening. My belief in everything that goes down is that God is in control and that God already knew how this is going to turn out. And so, because He's in control, it allows me to sit and relax in His presence, right? It allows me to just be okay and be at ease. So let me just give you guys a rundown of the weekend and how it went. So we started off, okay, your girl is working on discipline this year. So I am such a last minute person and I'm trying to work on being more structured in the things that I do, right? So of course, I'm over here running around picking up last minute things that should have been done weeks ago, but hey, it happened, right? I live in Georgia. The pollen is ridiculous in Georgia. We're in between seasons where, we're leaving winter and going into the spring season. So everything is blooming and the pollen is ridiculous. It's thick. You see the pollen in front of your face. You're talking, you're breathing in this pollen when you're outside. And I don't know why I didn't think to wear a mask, but I didn't. And so I got in Friday, got through running my errands. I was supposed to record a couple of podcast episodes Friday night with some of my great people, right? So I got in, my nail tech came in. She met me at my suite and she was doing my nails. She was taking care of me. I'm relaxing and I can start feeling my throat. I mean, it's because that pollen is so thick. I felt like I was eating pollen, okay? And so I found myself started clearing my throat. I'm drinking water. I started having a headache because your girl ate breakfast but didn't eat my normal breakfast. I just had pancakes. No protein, no fruits, no nothing, just pancakes and a little bit of water. And I hit the road running that morning. I feel this hunger headache coming in. So I'm like, oh, sis, go get me something to eat, please. I'm trying to beat this hunger headache because I know when it comes, it's not a great feeling. So she went and got me something to eat, but the hunger headache still took place. So I had a headache all night and I tried to sleep. And eventually I fell asleep. And that night I just felt like my throat swelling up. And I got a little concerned and I'm like, am I having a reaction to this pollen? Because I felt like my throat was closing. And so I woke up and then started trying to talk to my sisters, and it was like barely anything coming out. And it's the day of the event. So now we're on Saturday morning. The event started, and I'm like, oh my God, where's my voice? Where is my voice? Voice is not coming. So I'm over here drinking teas, doing lemon, doing honey. Oh my goodness. So voice decided, okay, we gonna act up. So after I had my tea and everything, we were a little bit pushed behind. I can't remember why we were a little bit pushed behind schedule, but we got started, and I went in. My voice seemed to be doing okay. Went for the introduction for getting just welcoming people for being here. So we got started, said what I had to say. I was going to do the introduction of the speakers, but I was like, you know what? Let me preserve my voice. So I passed that assignment on to someone else. And I am so thankful for my community. Last week we talked about community. You guys, I am so thankful for my community because they really stepped in and helped out. They were like, what do you need? We got it. Rest your voice. We got this. So one of my good girlfriends came in, took over, and introduced the guest speakers and did her thing. So I was able to rest my voice for a couple of hours. So then that same day, we were having a content creation event at a content space. So I ordered a party bus. For those of you who don't know me, I am big on experience. I am very big on experience. And I'm not bougie. I promise y'all I'm not bougie, but I have high taste, you know? So, and I like things to be done in excellence. I like beautiful things. I like pretty things. I like luxury. So, when I do anything for people, I like to provide the same experience. So, months before the event, I was looking for a party bus because I wanted us to ride in style because it's a content day, so we have to create content, and content is everything. Content is everywhere. So we need to create content from the time we get to the hotel to the time we leave the hotel to the time we're on the party bus to the time we get to the content space to continue to create content. So I get a message when we're getting ready to head out to go meet to get on the bus, right? I get a message from the company. The company is Gold Class Limousine. Gold Class Limousine. Just by the name, it sounds luxury, right? It sounds high class. It sounds impeccable. It sounds beautiful, just like the images and the pictures and the people that I spoke to in the beginning. When I spoke to them months ago, they were very professional, very, making sure I had everything I needed. They showed me pictures of the bus, of the party bus that I was going to ride in. They told me everything, right? I looked at pictures. I approved the pictures. I approved the look of the bus, the party bus, the outside, the inside. It was beautiful. I was like, yes, this is luxury because it Gold Class Limousine. This is beautiful, okay? So bam, close the deal, everything. So that morning of, I get a call Saturday morning, the day of my event, the day that the party bus is supposed to be there. I get a call and said, hey, so let's back up. I ordered a party bus for 25 people. That morning, I get a message saying, hey, we've upgraded your party bus to 30 passenger and it's complimentary. I don't trust people when you give me a free upgrade for no reason. So I knew automatically something is off. So I called them. I said, hey, I don't want a free upgrade unless I'm getting exactly what I asked for or better. When you get an upgrade, it's supposed to be better. So I called them. I said, hey, this bus, what does it look like? Does it look just like the bus, the 25 passenger bus that I ordered inside and out? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's the same thing, same bus, just a bigger bus to accommodate more people. I said, okay, all right. As long it is the same bus, I'm good. So I tell when they send me the message, the bus is here. I tell my girlfriend, hey, go check out the bus for me since they switched it out on me. She came back. Her face did not look good. She said it looks like a yellow cheese school bus painted black. I said, oh my God, not a good thing. I said, okay, it can't be that bad. I get out there. We're supposed to be creating content to get on this bus, right? I get out there. This bus looks worse than what my friend told me. I said, this is worse than what you said. She said, I tried to explain it the best way I can. Okay, the bus that I was supposed to get was a shiny black. This one is a dull, you know how you take a car to get a paint job, but they need to buffer the previous paint to take the first layer off and then paint it to make it shiny. This one looked like it was buffered and they never put that shiny coat on it. So it's like a dusty black. The bus is ugly. The bus looked dingy. It is broken down. Like it just looked like they took it out the junkyard, put some seats in it and took us to and try to give us this bus as an upgrade. You get inside of the bus. Oh my God, the inside, not luxury at all. Terrible. Like the steps on the back was dirty. The lights was not it was not given, okay? Nothing about this bus was given. It does not look like the bus that I ordered. Although they said it was an upgrade, it was more like a downgrade. It was terrible. And of course, the girls were just happy to be going on this adventure, but I know the experience I wanted to give them. So, when I say he did it, he got this, it's because the girls were so content and so happy with what they had. They were okay with it. But for me, it was a disappointment. And I was so upset. It made it difficult for me to enjoy my time. But I had to shift my mindset to get to the place to where I can continue to make this experience great for my guests. But I was pissed. I quickly, since I was already on the road, I messaged the people. I took pictures of everything and told them how dissatisfied I was. They're trying to tell me, "Oh no, this is the bus. It's the same bus." And then they showed me pictures of what I should have gotten, and I'm like, "This is not the same bus." And even the pictures you're showing me does not reflect really the actual bus I got. It was terrible. So that was day one with the terrible experience. But we got to the event place and the energy, everything. The event place was beautiful. 10 and 1, I believe the name was, oh goodness, what is the name of the event place? It was so beautiful. So the actual name of the studio is the Hutch Studio, Hutch, the Hutch Studio. That place was gorgeous, just like the pictures, just like online. So I was very happy and satisfied with that. Unlike the bus that did not, you know how when you order something, you like what I ordered and what I got? That was the bus. So it was ugly. Gold class limousine, such a disappointment. And even when I reached out to them, they're trying to justify this ugly bus and did not even come up with any resolution or solution. So this is my rest day. I need to get in touch with their corporate, but they're going to be hearing from me. And I'm not someone to give bad reviews to companies. I give them an opportunity to resolve the situation, but they're ignoring me at this point. So then I move to the next step. So whatever. But the Hutch Studio was beautiful. Exactly what I ordered online, exactly what I got. Elegance, classy. I mean, it was just, oh my goodness, I was just in love with the place. The host was extremely pleasant, very nice, very accommodating. When I needed to, the room had a max. When I needed to add extra people, she was just so accommodating. It was a beautiful experience. And so we enjoyed our time. We came back, we partied, we had fun. It was amazing. Elegance, okay? The second day was the hiccup on the second day. So we're over here getting makeup done, we're getting ready. And mind you, every day ended on an amazing note. So I'm just giving you guys a bit highlights of the negatives and highlights of the positive. So on the second day, we woke up, starting to get makeup done. And by the time my second person started, she was almost done with her makeup, the hotel power went out. Oh my goodness. I was like, what? 20 minutes before we're supposed to start, power is out. And so now I'm like, okay, oh well, if we need to do a candlelit session, seminar, we're going to continue. If the conference needs to be candlelit, we're going to continue and do what we have to do, right? So I said, well, let me go get tea for my voice because at this point, By this point, my voice was almost gone. It pretty much was worse than this. You guys, it sounds crazy now, but it was crazier, okay? So I went and got more tea, walked around, we prayed and did our thing. And then about 30 minutes later, power came out, or the power came back on. So it was great. So that experience, I just kept thinking about God because I was like, okay, He's in control. I'm going to remain calm because at the end of the day, what can I do about the power going out in the hotel? It could have been on during the block, around the block. And I was like, you know what? There's some breakthroughs that's going to be taking place because all of this is happening. There's definitely going to be some amazing breakthroughs. Somebody isn't happy, but you know what kept me in like a peaceful state is that because I already knew God had it under control. God has already won the battle. So I have nothing to worry about. So I was able to stay in a peaceful state and I was able to enjoy myself and just went around talking to the guests, interacting with the guests. I must say, God has blessed me with amazing community. That's all I can say. God has blessed me with an amazing community, and I'm appreciative of everybody that showed up to the seminar to one show up for themselves and celebrate themselves. It was amazing. So, so we got started. One of the speakers was unable to make it because she got into a wreck. So she was really concerned. I'm just excited that you and your family, you guys are okay. She was so disappointed. I'm like, I'm just happy you guys are okay. It's okay that you cannot make it because they were on their way and the car got totaled, so they weren't able to get another transportation to come. But I'm like, just please take care of yourself and your family. And it's okay. We'll fill in the blank. We'll fill in the space where you're supposed to speak, and it will be fine. So that happened. So many things were happening, but like I said, God had it under control. And I was not concerned about what was going on because God had it under control. So then the end of the day went well. Everything went smoothly. We had an award ceremony. We were able to uplift our beautiful individuals. We were able to celebrate and just have fun and enjoy ourselves. Third day, I don't think anything went wrong. Oh, third day, we were doing demos. So we had models that were supposed to come in. Two models came through. The other models, I don't know where they were. They never got back to me, but it was okay because I always have extra. Everyone who signed up to be a model, I allowed everyone to come because I know that some people will not make it and some people didn't. So we had two models and then we had additional attendees who wanted some work done. So as you guys know, I'm a loctician. So the event was the Locpreneur Experience seminar. And so we were able to, first day was content day, second day was business strategy, and third day was repair, just showing people how to repair locks when people are having concerns with their locks. So that's what we did. So the third day was repair day. So we did that. So some models didn't come, but it still worked out. The hotel, I did not realize they did not open for lunch. I wanted to treat some of my guests to lunch. And so we had to leave the hotel to go out. It was raining and storming that day. I'm like, Lord, just please be with us because I don't understand why the hotel they don't serve lunch. But I understand a lot of stuff is shifting in the economy. I give grace because, things happen. I understand a lot of things are shifting in the economy. This is my second time using this hotel. So I noticed some of the people who were there last year aren't there this year. The demographics of the hotel changed a little bit. They had fewer staff. So yeah, so I understand. So maybe there weren't, a lot of people aren't traveling as much as they used to. So maybe people aren't booking hotels like they normally would. So maybe they didn't have the volume to have the staff to provide, 3 meals a day. I got it. So we just went somewhere else, extended grace and kept it moving. So although things were happening, I was like, God got this. He got this. Everything, He got it, and He's in control. And because He's in control, I am able to rest in His presence. I'm able to rest in that peace and just have a peaceful mindset. And mind you, I have a mindset coach that helped me prepare for the event as well. So at the end of the day, I ended the weekend full. There were so many breakthroughs happening. People were just so thankful to be there. People were learning. Even the vendors who came just to vend, the hired help, even hotel staffs, people were stopping and just sharing how touched they were just by our presence, our event. Although they're working, they're still listening to what we're saying, and they were encouraged. They were impacted. And I am so full because I'm like, God, I don't know what you're doing in this season, but whatever it is, I am here to be obedient to his will. I am here to follow whatever he tells me to do, wherever he tells me to go. Sometimes it's not easy, sometimes it's scary, but I am here for the journey. And I'm just encouraged with what God is doing in my life. If you feel like I'm sounding emotional right now, I am. I am, guys, because God has been so good to me. God has been so good to me. And he shows me his love every single day by just the different people he puts in my life. The people he surrounds around me. The people he's able to just speak through them to get to me. Sometimes we don't always hear what we need to hear. And I believe that God uses other people to communicate his message, to get his message to you, to get his love to you. And guys, when I stress the importance of community, it's not just because it looks like a fun thing. Community is survival. Community is empowerment. Community is impact. Community is God's love wrapped around you. If you don't feel like you're in a good community, find you a good community. Get yourself in a good community. A lot of times people keep themselves out of community because, I don't know, it could be a number of reasons. But whatever it is, find yourself a safe community. Find yourself safe people. Find yourself people who resemble the love of God. Just even if it's just a glimpse of it. None of us are ever going to love on the level that God does. God is perfect, we're not. But we are made in his image, and we all have some of his character. We all have a piece of him. And so surround yourself by godly people. Surround yourself by loving people. Surround yourself by people who just exude the love of God, and people who are fighting to be in alignment with God. Because, baby, I tell you, it's different. It's different when you're around genuine people. I'm not talking about fake religious people. There's a lot of those out there, and some of you guys might be burnt by them. And if that is your experience, I'm so sorry, but do not give up. Find you a different community. Pray for the community that you need. Pray for the people that you want to be surrounded by. Pray for the right events for God to place you in. You guys, just being at my event, the people who came to serve, the speakers, they were phenomenal. They served, they spoke, and they stayed and they served. They figured out ways of how to serve, how to do this, how to do that. They did that. I didn't have to worry about anything. When they saw I wasn't showing up as my best, they challenged me, y'all. They challenged me, and I was tired. They had me up 3 o'clock in the morning saying, you're going to get this, you're going to do this, and you're going to do it right, and you're going to do it in excellence. I was like, I love these people for pushing me. I was looking at them like, y'all crazy. Challenging me this late at night, y'all crazy. But I still love y'all. They pushed me, and we were able to work together. We were able to do amazing things together. And from that experience, one of the speakers asked me to be a keynote speaker at another event. Y'all know my struggle with showing up. Y'all know I be scared. Y'all know I be trying to shrink, but God is opening doors. I don't know what He's doing, but He opened them doors. I'm going to walk through them. I don't care if I'm scared. I'm going to borrow the strength of my community. I am going to borrow the strength of God, and I am going to show up because there are people counting on me because God is using me as a tool to communicate something. I don't know what it is, but He's using me, and I'm going to be obedient. So I encourage you to be obedient in this episode of He Got This. He did His thing. God did it. I hope you are encouraged by this episode. If you attended the event, I hope that you have some things that you're going to implement. Just take one thing to implement. That's all I do when I go to different things, events. I take one thing to implement. And I thank you guys for listening to this episode. Even with my voice halfway gone, thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being here for me. I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Next Level Her podcast. If any of this resonated with you, I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear your thoughts. I'd like to connect with you on social media if you're following on social media. If you're not, please go follow. Connect with me. Leave a message, leave a review. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're doing. But make sure you are showing up for yourself. So keep glowing, keep growing, and keep becoming her. Talk soon.